they empty it or they filled it up with water? Is it clean? So many questions, huh? So many important questions to ask. Hi, and welcome to another video from me, Constant Movement. So I am in Nantong and I've got 3 weeks left in Nantong. I'm just sat here by How Scenic Area finishing my Lawson's coffee, and I just watched this guy catch quite a big fish. That's his bike there. So he's just fishing in here. Fishing and catching. So I'm happy to say Lawson's is where I lost my... I'm not happy to say where I lost my mic, but I lost my mic in Lawson's about a month ago before my knee operation. And I bought this white one to replace the one I lost. So I went in today and I was sat there drinking my coffee, eating a sandwich, and the lady comes running up with her hands out, beaming at me, giving me back the mic I had lost 4 weeks, 3-4 weeks ago. Amazing, so happy, so happy. So I thanked her profusely, and yeah, thank you Lawson's for giving me back my mic, my DJI Mic 2. Right, so I just came in to get a few things done today, and now we're going back on our usual method of transport, back to home. Tomorrow I'm going to Shanghai to get my knee sorted. Get the stitches out. It's sorted. Get the stitches out, and then I've got a few more things I want to do. I've still got to do so keep watching to see the at least 100 kilometer little e-bike, 25k an hour maximum. So that will be coming up soon. I'm going to do that in the next few weeks. I've just done 50 today, so I think I'll easily be able to get the 100 done. So I might just challenge myself to do 100 and then plus as many more as I can. It's getting very hot now in China. It is, oh shit, it is summertime. It is summertime. And the temperatures are rising and everyone seems happy. I was just going to show you this Backbone Bar. I've never been here. I'm guessing this is where the youths come to hang out. Obviously now is not the time of day to come here. It would be a nighttime place. I am way past my clubbing and partying days, unfortunately, so I won't be going there. Right, gonna get a little blue bike. Little blue bike and then we'll head off. No power. We need at least 50k on there. $76 I'll do. It's the easier one to get out. No, we're going to get that one out. 76. Right, you'll have to bear with me. I'm going to turn you off while I get the bike out. Alright, I've decided to take you through the city centre and show you what it's like. Maybe we'll hit a hutong. I have to say these little blue bikes are quite good fun getting around. Not the quickest, but easy, very convenient. One interesting law in China, I think it's in other places as well, is you can turn right on a red light, which is kind of handy. Keeps traffic moving. Right, straight ahead of me, you can't see it, but there's a big wheel. The Nantong Pleasure Park. Right, directly in front of me is the Nantong Clock Tower. It's a little tower there. This is right in the centre of the old part of the city. I don't know how old it is, I don't think it's that old. Quite a new city, I think. I want to go down there, I think. I'm going to be very Chinese and I'm going to go the wrong way down the road. No one seems to mind or complain. Makes me laugh when you see the kids. The parents are helmeted up. The kids, nothing. Right, we're just going to head down the alleyway here. This is part of the older part of the city. I think they're doing these places up, renovating them, making them try to look nice. Yeah, yeah. So these are the really old bits of the city. This is what it would have looked like many years ago, many years ago. I think they're trying to save these bits and renovate them, whereas in a lot of places, yeah, like I said, I think they're trying to save a lot of these places and renovate them. So you can really get a good idea of what it would have been like to live here all those years ago. Let's have a look down there, shall we? This is like being out in the countryside, isn't it? Wow. Tiny little courtyards. I'm really not sure who owns these. I don't know who owns them, whether they're owned by the government. I expect so, being China. Oh wow. That place in there. Tumble down, open. You can imagine these places in Europe, what they'd be like. There would be people living in them, doing all kinds of nefarious things in them. It's the way Europe is at the moment is deeply unpleasant. Deeply unpleasant. Oh, someone's food there. Some stray cats. It's extremely quiet, extremely quiet. Public toilets ahead. What is this down here? Oh, there's a clock there. This is 9 o'clock. Should we go down there? I mean, it's good that China's trying to save its heritage, right? Oh, dead end. Someone obviously lives there. There's a motorbike there. Yeah, it's a good thing China is remembering its heritage, its history, and where it comes from. I worry deeply about England and the way England is heading. I've seen a lot of stuff online talking about all the Muslims want Sharia law in England. It is unimaginable to have Sharia law in England. Unimaginable. England needs to be English. People need to integrate into our society. You cannot come to China and do what you want. Literally, you cannot. So I really don't understand why they allow it in England for people just to come in and try and take over. When a lot of us foreigners live abroad, we try and fit in as best we can. We try and do all the things that locals do. Try and be respectful of local beliefs, religions. That is how people should treat England. It should be somewhere that people try and integrate into. Oh, wow, look. This is being done up. A little But this is what they're ending up making them. So these are basically all the little streets that have been renovated, and they're like tourist attractions where you can come and buy crafty stuff or eat or stay in some kind of hotel, hostel. This looks very new, actually. It's very new. Look at that. I should come back here before I leave. Maybe come and get some food in one of these places. This is kind of what I like about China. The old tradition, the old places, how people live, how they want to keep it Chinese. This is what England needs to be. It needs to be kept English. They need to keep the heritage and make it England. They need to do a hell of a lot of other things as well. As we all know, the government is not doing what it should do. This is not a political channel, but I really am quite passionate about England and the way it's being destroyed. It really needs to be thought about. It needs people who are willing to make the hard decisions and just say no to people. No, if you don't want to be one of us, bye-bye. It's that simple, bye-bye. We don't need you. And now it seems we can't afford to keep all these people to the detriment of our own people who are suffering. Why should we? Why? We don't owe anyone anything. Don't expect us to give stuff away for free. It shouldn't work like that. Here, in China, you can't just come here and put your hand out and they'll give you a house, feed you, give you free money. It just doesn't work like that. And I just can't wrap my head around why should it even work like that in England? Why should someone who's allowed to marry 50 different wives in another country, when it's not an English system, be supported, and his 50 wives be supported, when it's not in our culture or in our law? That is what I mean. We cannot accept Sharia law. We cannot accept English women being belittled, demeaned, and other cultures taking what they want. It's not right. It's not right. When I was younger, I was never political, couldn't be bothered. However, I feel now we don't have a choice. English people are polite, naturally reserved. They don't want to make a fuss, they don't want to complain. But those days have gone. We've got to make ourselves heard. We've got to do stuff. We've got to protest. You know? Like Tommy Robinson. You watch some of his videos, you'll see I'm not just talking out my arse. Look at places like Luton. Look at what's happening in big cities around the country. Last year I was in the middle of Dorset for 2 years in the countryside. You don't realise, you don't have any idea what's going on. Yet in these cities it is no longer part of England. It is no longer safe to go around. Alright, what do you think of China? Got 3 weeks left. 3 weeks left, and in which time I will try and show you as much as I can. Right, now I've shown you the hutongs, I am going to head home. That's why I was sat earlier having my coffee. And we're heading that way, straight ahead of me. You can see it's quite nice. I did a
Hello.
Hello, how are you doing? So we did a dragon boat session the other day, just on this bit of water here. Just kind of good fun. It's not so bad today. I've been to a burger place that I went to once. I've been there twice to check if it's open, and it's always been closed. So disappointing. It was such a nice burger as well. I have to say, even the shitholes look better in the summer. In the winter they look very bleak. A bit risky walking along here. When I get to Jakarta, I've got different mounts for my helmet I'm going to get. So I won't need to do one-handed doing like 120 kilometers an hour. I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit safer. when I get there. More traffic. Let me go. Yeah, it's green. Go. Try not to get killed. Oh, remember you can turn right on a red, so it's very easy to get hit. And people don't look. No one looks where they're going. So you've got to look for everyone when you're riding here in China. They drive slowly. They don't drive quickly. They're not so much bad at driving, they just don't look. They don't look. They just pull out in front of you. They're on their phones when they're driving. Like you see people riding these bikes literally watching a movie. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sometimes you even see people driving along, filming themselves, talking to the camera. Unbelievable. One of my main ambitions is to motorbike around Eastern Europe with my son. He can't ride a bike, so we'll have to learn to ride a bike. I'll have to show him. But yeah, I'd love to do that. Take my wife on the back of my bike. Smells like fresh grass, nice. Take the wife on the back of my bike. My son gets a little motorbike, little 250 or something. Something easy to handle, easy to pick up. And we take off around Eastern Europe for a month. Maybe we can do it well before he starts working, or is he still at uni? Oh. The one-handed rider. Oh, Jesus, what's going on? Considering these bikes are slow as shit, I don't know how I'm going so bloody quickly. I get these starry lines in my eyes, like eye migraine. Don't know why I get them. If you know why you get these eye migraines, the lines, you know the lines that do stuff, let me know. Right, we're almost time to go, I think. We've got lads. Some of these scooters are really souped up, super quick. There we go. The scooter. Are they waiting for me? I think they're... Hi! Hello! I think they're waiting for me. Yeah, some of these bikes are quite cool. Super well done up and fast. There they go. Alright, let's have a little look down one of these Chinese residential housing complex. Let's see what we can see in here. We'll just have a little zoom around, see what we can find. These are quite low, so you can see that all the bottoms on a lot of these are turned into little businesses. Are they businesses or are they just people's storage? Maybe just storage. Some of them are businesses, I think. Some are just storage. Lots of people sitting around playing. Actually, I've got a feeling these are just people's ground floors. And then they're sitting outside. Some seem to be businesses. Some just are what they are. Right. Don't really know where I'm going. Follow this dude. Deliveries. Right, we're going to head back to the road. I'm hoping you've got an idea of what this stuff's like. You see all of the... Oh, cutting the trees. So you see all the apartments have these burglar bars. Burglar bars on. Sometimes they hang the washing out, but these are definitely businesses here. Maybe I should go, maybe one day before I leave, I'll head up, see if I can go upstairs to one of these places and actually see what they're like. See what the inside of these corridors are like and the stairwells. Alright, red man, we've got to wait. It is now 5 p.m. I think at least another hour and a half until we get back home. Slow. There you go, lady helmeted up, kid on the back. Fend for yourself. Alright, for any of you who have watched any of my videos before, then you know we've been to Langshan, we've been to many different places around Nantong city. So we are just heading back now via Langshan scenic area for a lot of the older residential areas, and then there'll be parks and stuff. Fly the flag. Not allowed to do that in England anymore. Racist, flying your own flag. Kind of wish I was allowed to drink at the moment. Because I'm on medication, 2 weeks, can't even have a beer. I would quite like to sit by the ocean. This is Langshan, up there, can you see it? That is the temple up there, Langshan temple, overlooking the Yangtze River. And yeah, I think it would be quite nice just to sit and enjoy a beer. Let's go down here. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Chinese do their parks very well. But then you've got millions of oldies who are paid peanuts to come and cut the grass and pick up the litter. So it's bound to be nice, right? Peaceful, hey? A big S-shaped bridge over there. I wonder if we can go on that. There's big steps going down to, I'm afraid. Probably could bump down there, but maybe I shouldn't bother. These are the lovely yellow flowers. I think they're dogworts. Dogworts. I used to have them in my garden in France when I lived in France. Had a house in France for like 10, 12 years. And had some rather lovely flowers in the backyard. I literally have no idea where I am. We're just going to bumble around. It's going to stay light until fairly late. And it's warm, so I don't really care. Just enjoying zooming around on the bike. Oh, I got a vague idea where we are. This is where I came to watch the, under Langshan, this is where I came to watch the Festival of Lights or something. Lantern Festival. It was in there. Lantern Festival happened in there. We know where we are. We've been here for 11 months. haven't left China for 11 months. It's a bloody long time to be trapped in China. Unfortunately, my pay, somebody on one of my videos said about, oh, well, you don't pay tax. Some idiot. Unfortunately, I haven't done the number of days, required days, because I do pay tax here. And likewise, I pay tax, a lot of tax in the UK when I'm there. Because I haven't done 183 days, my tax is taxed as a non-resident, and I got to pay another £1,500 of tax before I leave in 3 weeks. Happy days. However, I won't be paying tax in Indonesia. Very happy about that. Zero tax cause my employer pays it. Quite a cool roof on the apartment by the entrance to Langshan. I think it's closed. Alright, we are down by the Yangtze River in the skate park. Oh, yeah. In the skate park bowl. Look at that. Jesus, that's slippy. Shame there's no one here. It is pretty polluted today, unfortunately. These are Chinese camping, day camping only. You can hear the rumble. Can you hear that? I don't know if you can hear it or not. The rumble of the engines. So yeah, it is kind of nice just pottering around. I just had to put money in the bank because I'd run out. So I had to take money out of my English account and put it in my Chinese account. But it is done now. And it's taken me all day to put £100 in the bank. Well, these guys are Muslims with their hats on. And their headscarves. Right, we're going to head down to the beach area and the swimming pool area. We've been here before. Just going to see if it's open. Did they empty it or they filled it up with water? Is it clean? So many questions, huh? So many important questions to ask. Oh, it's a lot of... very empty. Dry up there, so maybe that's just from the rain. Oh, I wonder what that is. So from an empty swimming pool in Nantong, I think this is as good a place to end as anywhere. It is just riding home now. thank you, as always, for watching the videos. Remember, it's free to subscribe, and it really helps me out. But if you've got this far, I guess you're one of the few. You're one of the 20. One of the 20 that watch my videos. So thank you. As always, 3 weeks left. Stitch is out tomorrow. See you in Shanghai tomorrow for another vlog. Take care. See you later. Bye for now. Oh dear. Reached the sand, so we're gonna do motorbiking in the sand on an e-bike with 0 traction. Actually, it's alright. Seems to be okay. There you go. See you tomorrow.